was going to suggest something earlier, right? When you asked about curtailing violence, so on and so forth, right? I have been saying for years, as long as it is proven beyond reasonable doubt, rape should be a crime that's punishable by capital punishment.
Right.
Meaning, rapists should die.
I believe that.
Pedophiles
I believe that.
should die.
I believe that. I believe in that totally. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I think rape is worse than murder. Because you now force somebody to live their entire lives
Naldo,
with that pain.
I might as well be saying exactly what you're saying, because exactly what you're saying is exactly what I said to someone yesterday.
Yeah.
I told them, I said, murder final.
Mm-hmm.
You kill someone, they're dead. You know? Unless, of course, you torture them
Right.
and you draw out the process of their death. When you kill somebody, it is over.
Mm-hmm.
But when you rape somebody, you violate that person like that, and you, like you said, force them to live with that trauma and relive that trauma. It has nothing that could be worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
It has. I can't think of anything worse than that.
Right. And I mean, I'm gonna put this out there, and okay, people probably wouldn't know because I would have had many girlfriends in my life. I had a ex-girlfriend who was a victim of rape.
Right.
And I could tell you, Angelo, sleeping with this girl every night while we were asleep, she would jump in her sleep and start to shake every night. You understand what I'm saying? So this person is going through this trauma continuously. You understand what I'm saying? So I know, probably that's my bias to think that, hey, they should die because of that experience, you know?
They should, but the thing is, it have boys who go through it too.
Right.
It have boys who go through it from, I remember recently someone was telling me that an Anglican priest, right, leader of a church, was molesting one of the altar boys, and the altar boy came forward and they silenced him and say how he could say that about the priest, such and such, and expel the boy from the church.
Right. Well, you know, those things go on. I mean, in different religions, but...
Right.
Yeah.
But still, situations like that, boys experience it too. It may not be as frequent as girls, but a lot of women live with it in silence. Because...
And, if you think women live with it, then the men will live
even more
because
even more so.
There's more shame in it.
Yes, because at the end of the day, how do I put this? When going through the experience, right, you have your mind that's going through the experience and you have your body that's going through the experience, right? I know women that were raped and they would tell you sometimes their body would respond the way it should respond if it was a consensual situation, despite the fact that their mind is being tortured now. Right?
I've read things on that, and even with men, they say,
and
because
this I'm getting, it has no saying that men don't have the same experience.
Right,
you know?
Because I was reading somewhere with men being raped from women, right?
Yeah.
Or by women.
Yeah.
And they were saying that there's an aspect of your body that is involuntary now.
Yes.
So even though you're not mentally aroused, you know, things start to react the way it should react in those situations, which leads to a different amount of shame on
and
you as
psychological trauma, because I mean, on one hand you feel betrayed by your body, like almost every time that you get turned on, you just have this feeling or memory corrupting whatever you feel physically. It is not an easy thing to deal with. It's not an easy thing to deal with. And for that reason and that reason only, I agree with the death penalty being levied to rapists and pedophiles.
No,
they take away a person's choice.
Exactly. And I mean, you mess this person's life up, because if you check as well, statistics show a good percentage of people who commit suicide will
rape victims,
right? So I think, and probably if you kill the person, that person might feel a bit better.
Yes,
they might.
Yes,
you know, they might.
Yes, because relief.
Exactly.
I mean, why is rape even a bailable offense? Like, how is that? How does that make sense?
Well, the thing is, I guess that part of it though is where it gets interesting, because remember, you'll get bail when you just get charged until you go through the process of being convicted.
So accusation versus conviction.
Right.
No.
right? No, when I say no, because I also discussed this in the last video.
Right.
No, I was accused by a girl, not for rape though, right? Thank God. But I was she accused me of harassing her, right? And all it was a bitter ex. We broke up a few months after.
Right.
We spoke again. We spoke again for a little bit, and then she asked me to get back with her if I would have gotten back with her. And I told her no. I was with somebody else at the point in time.
Right.
But this is the first time I ever told her no in getting back with her. Every time we broke up and I went with somebody else, she would come back and I would leave the person I was with to go back with her. And this time I said no. And that, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but one thing popped in my head just now. That thing there, good. Pressure. Anyway.
And and home girl tripped that one and went and tell the police that I am harassing her. Right? So I was like, okay. The police called my phone, obviously, and there's your first warning, next warning, it could be, next time it could be lock up or whatever thing. So I was on the phone, I was real confused. Then I put on and pick back up the phone and call back the police station and blow the policeman. Like, yo, you crazy or what?
No investigation at all. They just call you and threatening with arrest and such and such.
So
the first thing they're supposed to do is ask her for her phone records to prove that you
exactly
was harassing her. Much as, yes, harassment is a serious allegation, right? Is why they have to take it so seriously and go that far. The first thing they're supposed to say is, okay, I need your phone records. Such and such. Even if they have to put a police detail outside of her place for the duration, that they are waiting for the phone records, and by the time they ask for the phone records, she doesn't realize.
Exactly,
okay,
it's serious.
This
so
shit
figure
serious.
that.
I need to leave. And I mean, they can't just take up of themselves. No investigation at all. Just on somebody's hearsay. Come like I come and tell you now, Loberg. A man now hit me a slap and my face not swollen, right? I tell you I got robbed, I have money in my wallet, so my wallet's in my pocket. You didn't even ask me, well, which part you robbed, whatever the case is. You just say, here we go. And both of us jump in the car, go and looking for somebody and beat the shit out of them. Right? You don't know this person from anywhere. You just take up my rage just because I said so. Right?
And that's the point I'm making now. In this situation, she made that allegation.
Right.
And I remember I called the policeman to go to the station the next day to discuss whether. When I went to the station, he wasn't there. I was like, okay, whatever, no scene, he didn't come out the day. I had a booking to play in Grenada, so I went Grenada to play, and I came back. And as soon as I came back, and I landed and I put on the stuff on my phone, I saw messages from the policeman. Right? Text messages, things, whatever, we're going to discuss whatever. Went home from the airport, got my mom. And went down in the station. But during in the time before I got to meet with him, I got phone records, my phone records, right? And I took it to the station, and I showed him. I said, "Look my phone records here." And I said, "I'm matter of fact, look at phone number here, right? This is where I call her here." And I said, "We were on the phone for an hour and 20 minutes." I said, "So if we were on the phone for an hour and 20 minutes, was she saying, come off the phone, come off the phone, come off the phone, come off the phone? You're harassing me for an hour and 20 minutes. Which was about 2 or 3 days before she made the accusation. Right? So I was like, come now, man. And then she said we broke up whatever time and however long. So my mother was there and I had to bring my mother into the station, into the little room. And I say, the car going to ask my mother in front of you. I say, when did this girl move out from my house? And my mother gave him
the information.
He walked back. I say, and then my mother went on to say, but two all went to Tobago together just so and so. So I say, yeah, true. Pull my phone, show him pictures. Right?
Obviously, you'll be able to see the date on
the
the picture
on the
because it's coded,
right? So he say, okay, thanks, ma'am. Whatever, she went back outside. And then he say, well, yo, listen, you're going on that girl clearly looking for bacchanal, whatever. Right? Just stay away, don't want to tell girl. Whatever, cool, nothing. But there's my point. In situations where
false accusations
come in, right? do we even have rape kits in Trinidad? Do we have proper DNA testing that if somebody come and say today that somebody raped me yesterday, that he could go and pull and swab to see if they have DNA?
On the topic of DNA testing, it's not until 2 years ago, I believe, that DNA evidence was admissible into courts in Trinidad and Tobago,
but
which is absolute nonsense. More so, video evidence is inadmissible without a confession from the accused or an eyewitness who was present to confirm that that's the person that they saw at that location. It may not be that they saw them doing whatever, but that they saw them there.
Right.
So that they can't deny being there.
Right. You see?
Or else video evidence inadmissible. You could be on somebody
which we have
on
seen.
camera.
Which
yes.
we have seen.
Face, bare, everything. And as long as you see, no, that's not me. I wasn't there. And you have an alibi, someone else that could place you somewhere else, they can't use the video evidence. That's how it is here.
So this is what I'm saying. That's why I'm very cautious with
with the bail factor.
With the bail factor, as you said earlier on, if there is, you could prove
beyond reasonable doubt,
right? Then okay, hold them.
But
Also,
the justice system itself is so slow.
Right, I agree. Also, what I would like to add, you can't get charged for the same thing 3 and 4 times, and then you're still getting bail.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, because, oh gosh, so everybody think you are a rapist? I could understand one girl things ain't working out with you and one girl and she decided to play mad and say you're a rapist. Okay.
Right.
And I shouldn't say I could understand, but, right? But,
it
okay.
It is known to have happened.
Right. But you can't tell me 2 and 3 and 4 people. Nah. At some point we had a hole,
And question whether or not this is true.
Right.